Hello friends, welcome back to the video series in Oracle PL/SQL programming. In the previous video, already we have discussed on the conditional statements in PL/SQL. In this video, we will discuss on the loops on Oracle PL/SQL. Practically, to execute set of statements iteratively, we use the loops, such as to retrieve a set of records or multiple records from a table, we use the loops. Now, there are basically three types of loops. The first one is the basic loop, the second one is the for loop, and the third one is the while loop. Let us check all these loops in the practical way with the SQL Plus. So, open the SQL Plus at first. At first, we have to connect to the Oracle database, and for that the user is system and the password is password throughout the video series, as you know. Now we are connected to the Oracle database. At first, we would discuss on the basic loop, and for that we have to type the set server output on to get the output from the PL/SQL block. Now we are typing declare. Then we are providing a variable, suppose I, that is for the counter. I, and the data type is here, suppose number with the size as 2. Then the begin, and then we are providing the value of I as 1. That means the initialization of the variable or the counter I. Then we are providing the keyword loop. Then we are getting the output dbms underscore output dot put underscore line, and here the I semicolon. Then we are providing I colon is equal to I plus 1. That means we are increasing the value of I here. Then we are giving a condition here. That means exit when I greater than 5 and the semicolon here. Then we are ending the loop with the keywords end loop semicolon, and we are ending the complete block with end and then semicolon. Let execute it, and we are getting the output as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is how a basic loop can be executed using the PL/SQL block. What is happening here? We are first initializing the I with 1, and we are getting the output as 1 here. Then it is increasing by 1. That means at that moment the I is 2, and exit when I greater than 5, but that is false. So once again we are getting the output 2, and that is happening up to 5. That's why we are getting the result as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now we will discuss on the while loop. So for that, at first clear the screen for better view. Now we are here writing or typing declare, then I, another variable, that is with the data type number and also the size as 2 semicolon. Then we are starting the block, that means with the begin keyword. Then once again the initialization of I as 1. Then we are providing the keyword with the while. While at that moment I less than 5. Now what you can do, that is loop. While I less than 5, loop. And we are getting the output from the statement dbms underscore output dot put underscore line and providing the variable name as I here, semicolon, and at that moment we are increasing the value of I. So I must be I colon is equal to I plus 1, semicolon, and now we are ending the while loop. So end loop, semicolon, press enter, and the final one, that is end for the end of the plsql block. Now execute it. And here we are getting 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is why, because the first one, while I less than 5, we are getting I as 1. So the output is here. Then we are getting I is equal to I plus 1, that means 2. And that is happening up to 4. And that's why the output is up to 4, not up to 5. When that one is 5, that while condition is giving us the false. That means 5 is not less than 5. So the output is not executed, or the statement dbs underscore output dot put underscore line is not executed, that particular statement. So that's why we are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, not the 5 here. Now we will discuss on the for loop, and remember here we do not need to declare the counter before the block starts. So no need of declare block here, and we can start from the begin block for the case of for loop. Let us clear the screen at first for better view. And here we are starting with the begin block. Then for that particular keyword and the counter or the variable is declaring here. So the declare that particular part is not need here. In, then 1, and then dot dot up to 10, then we are providing the keyword loop. So what that dot dot means? That dot dot means start from 1 and up to 10, that particular dot dot. Remember, we don't need to define the incrementation here for I, as it is done by 1 automatically in the for loop. So here we can simply write the statements for the output dbms underscore output dot put underscore line, and we are getting the I here, and semicolon must be there, and here in the loop, semicolon, and finally we can end the total plsql block and execute. So here we are getting from 1 to 10 using the for loop. Now the loop index is increased by 1 after each loop iteration, and we cannot change the increment. However, we can use an additional variable to simulate the increment by 2, 3, 4, etc. Such as we can type another statement here like declare, and here we are declaring the counter and giving the data type as number, and also we are providing its size as 2. Now here not the auto incrementation value 1, we are providing here that one as suppose 2. and then the begin block start begin, and here we are providing for I in 1 dot dot then 5 and then loop. Then the output, that is dbms underscore output dot put underscore line, and providing the variable name as here, that is I plus counter and semicolon, then end of for loop. So end loop semicolon, and now the complete end of the PL/SQL block. Now execute. What we are getting? We are getting 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now why? At first the I is initialized as 1, but what we get, that is I plus counter, and the counter value is 2. So we are getting the output 3 as 1 plus 2. Then the 5 times the loop is executing, or the dbms underscore output dot put underscore line is executed. That's why 3 plus, then we are getting the 4, then 5, then 6, then 7. So practically in that way we can find out the declaration of for loop. Now to use the for loop in the reverse order, just for that, at first clear the screen for better view. And here once again we are starting from the begin, that particular keyword, because no declaration of variable or the counter is need here. And here we are typing for I in, and the keyword is here, that is reverse, and from 1 dot dot then 5 then loop, and then the output, that is dbms underscore output dot put underscore line, and we are providing the value of I for the variable I, then the end of the for loop. So end loop semicolon, and the complete end of the PL/SQL block. Now execute it. So we are getting the result as not from 1 to 5, but in reverse order, that is from 5 to 1. So this is how we can use the for loop in Oracle PL/SQL, and we have to remember that there are practically 3 types of loops in Oracle PL/SQL. The first one is the basic loop, the second one is the for loop, and the third one we can use the while loop. In the next video, we will discuss on the cursors, and more precisely on the implicit cursor in Oracle PL/SQL.